just really, to me, was a great time to do a renewal of vows, because I think there's several of us in here that need to renew our vow to Jesus.
Amen.
We need to renew our commitment to Him, because when He first called us, do you remember, we were willing to give up anything to follow Him. Remember, we would, gosh, I sold everything I owned. I moved in with somebody. I left the bachelor lifestyle. I did all those things to follow Christ. And now that, God has blessed my life so much, sometimes I forget the sacrifice. And those were the best days of my Christian walk right back then, right? So we need to get Brian and Cherry back to this place in the relationship where it's fresh, where it's new. And every day needs to be that for you. So today, you've chosen to renew your marriage commitment and work together to make it grow and flourish in the years to come. That's what we're doing here today. It's not the first marriage. This is just a renewal, a rekindling of that fire. My hope is this ceremony of renewal and commitment will remind you that it requires sacrifice every day to make a relationship work. The same is true for us, church. It's a sacrifice on our part. See, Jesus already paid it all. What is He asking of us in order to maintain a deep, intimate relationship with Him? So I want you two to face each other and hold each other's hands, okay? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to renew our vows, okay? So what I want you to do is listen to me and then do as I instructed if you agree. If you don't, I'm going to keep preaching. Brian, will you continue to have Terry as your wife, and will you promise to work hard to have a happy and loving marriage? If so, say I will.
I will.
Do you also reaffirm your love for her? And will you love, honor, and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better or for worse, forsaking all others?
That's fine.
Be faithful to her for as long as you both still live. If so, say I do.
I do.
Yeah. Got one down.
That was the hard part.
Terry, will you continue to have Brian as your husband? And will you promise to work hard to have a happy and loving marriage? If so, say I will. You already got this down. You can. Do you also reaffirm your love for him? And will you love, honor, and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, as long as you both shall live, forsaking all others, be faithful to him? So, they gave me their rings. I got them in my pocket. I lost them. So this is new, so I'm going to wing this one. Here's my notes, okay? They just gave me these this morning, and so I think this is a great idea. So, Brian, I want you to take this ring, okay? That's what I said. And placing it on the third finger of Terry's left hand to say, with this ring, I read thee wed.
I read.
We're winging it here, Terry. Take this ring, placing it on Brian's left hand, third finger, say, with this ring, I read thee wed. Yes. Amen. Amen. So, that's great. So, I found this that many of you probably have never witnessed this before. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to perform this part of the ceremony, and it's called the rose ceremony, if you will. The marriage is a commitment to learning to care and sacrifice for one another in every way. It's not an act, but a lifelong relationship that's always in the making. So it's something we work at every day.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
We work at it. We have to wake up working at this thing, right? So to symbolize today's reaffirmation of that commitment, Brian and Terry are going to share two symbolic gifts: the marriage vessel and the rose. Which are right here. Okay? The marriage vessel and the rose are symbols for God as the creator and sustainer of life. The one who empowers us to overcome trials and find joy in sharing life as husband and wife. That's what the symbolic is of this ceremony. The vessel and the rose are symbols for God as the creator and sustainer of life. Amen? So, in the story of creation, it's a big vase, so I have to pick it up and be careful not to drop it. The Lord formed man out of clay, right? From the ground. This vessel of clay was lovingly shaped in a factory somewhere. It's hard to find a real handmade clay vase, so we're going to work on that too for you. But this is beautiful. And it's a symbol of today's love, of strength, and endurance. That's what this is symbolizing today. The miracle of this vessel is it not only protects, but it enhances what's put inside of it.
Amen.
Okay? All right. And in the words of the prophet Isaiah, even the desert shall bloom like a rose.
Yeah.
Amen.
This rose that was born of the tiniest seeds is a symbol of the potential and beauty contained in the promise of marital love. It smells good too. In the blending of the vessel and the rose, we proclaim a new relationship and a new future.
Amen.
One which has unfolded and is unfolding before our very eyes today. May we ever respect the sanctity of the gift of marriage. Amen?
Amen.
So, I'm going to hand that to you, actually. All right? And then I want you to repeat this after me. Okay? Terry, may this gift represent my appreciation
May this gift represent my creation
for the person you are
for the person you are
and the person you are becoming.
and the person you are becoming.
And give her the rose. There you go. Hold it with 2 hands. There you go. Repeat this after me, Terry. Brian, may this gift
May this gift,
represent my gratefulness.
this gift,
Represent my gratefulness
gratefulness
for all you have given me
for all you have given me,
and all we will share together.
all we will share together.
Now you can take the vessel. All right, so you can place the rose in the vessel, and you guys hold it together. As your gifts bring beauty and purpose to each other, may your lives continue to enrich and strengthen one another. You guys can hand that back to me right here. Here we go. Go ahead and face everybody out there. Brian and Terry, as you share each day together and as your days become years, may you continue to celebrate this tradition and remind one another of the love that you and a commitment that you've made, recommitted to today. Amen? Amen. Let the marriage vessel and the rose continue to be a symbol of what's happening here today, of the renewing of your marriage. And my encouragement to you would be maybe even get a plastic rose if you want. Or whatever, you know, the pretty fabric ones, what are they called? Yeah. Because this one will die. But every year, I would encourage you to add another rose to this vessel. Pull up this vase.
Yeah.
In about 20 years, this thing's going to break because it's not going to be able to hold any more roses. But that'll be a good thing. You just get a bigger vase. Amen?
Yeah.
So would you all stand with me today? You guys go ahead and hold this together.